Begin transmission. Kate, command voice, sharp as bone shard. Attention, Team Misfortune. We have received a high-value contract from a Mr. Kreslin Glorp, which, yes, I am aware is likely a pseudonym, a scam, or the hallucinated byproduct of Nick touching the contract terminal again. The mission is as follows. Retrieve an unmarked container from Outpost S9G, located on Wala, the one with the aesthetic of a haunted IKEA. Transport it without scanning, questioning, opening, or interpreting its contents. Deliver it to a dead drop on Microtech, coordinates classified, and, conveniently, inside a restricted military zone. Estimated payout, 80,000 AUEC. Estimated survivability. Fuji says 22%, which means it's probably 18%. Rules of engagement. Fuji, you are authorized to shoot anyone who says the phrase, "This might be fun." Nick, you are not permitted to name the container, bond with it emotionally, or write elegy for its corners. Kate, try not to threaten the insurance terminal again. I had to file an apology in 3 languages. Notes. The cargo is humming. That is not a metaphor. It is literally emitting Gregorian chant tones in D minor. Nick insists it is haunted. Fuji insists it's a bomb. I insist we finish this job in 1 piece or fewer. Prepare for launch. Wear clean undersuits. Pray to whatever broken mesh netcode you hold dear. K. Additional crew notes. Fuji, typed in all caps, possibly with gauntlets. No touching, no rhyming, no. I just wanted to see what button that was. If anyone screams, it's becoming sentient. I'm shooting the cargo and then Nick. F Nick, stylized in elaborate markdown, posted to internal comms without permission. OD to a box, pre-mission draft. O box unmarked with secrets kept. What eldritch thing within you slept? Do you long to be free? To sing? To soar? Or are you perhaps just a fridge? Ortus Nick. Mission launch in T-. Clock desync. System status. Optimistic. Server status. Trembling. Mission debrief. Operation Phantom Payload. Filed under Miscellaneous Disasters, Roleplay Coded Tragedies, Fuji's Permanent Glower. Mission. Objective. Deliver mysterious cargo from Outpost S9G to a restricted drop point on Microtech. Mission result. Failure. Catastrophic. Dubious. Somehow poetic. Total AUEC gained, 7 total crew injuries. All of them hot dogs consumed, 2.5, the 0.5 is unexplained and worrying. Nick's kill count, 0. Nick's death count, 3. Kate's log, transcribed via teeth-gritted dictation. We retrieved the box. The box hissed. Nick tried to name it. Fuji hit him with a crate. Box began vibrating violently once inside the cargo bay. Nick began vibrating in sympathy. I don't want to talk about it. While initiating quantum jump, system UI failed. So did half the ship. Fuji rerouted power manually with a multi-tool and a surprising number of threats. Nick opened the box. There was a smaller box inside, screaming in Latin. We ejected it into space. It came back. I blame the mission. I blame Nick. I blame the box. Possibly in that order. Fuji's field report, written on a broken rifle stock, was quiet. Then Nick made it not quiet. Ship nearly folded in half. Kate tried to reroute stabilizers through a spreadsheet. Nick quoted a sonnet to the box. It started glowing, shot it, didn't help. shot Nick. Did help. Box grew legs. Kate tackled it. Box tackled back. Shot it again. Somehow now owe 18,000 AUEC in fines to Microtech Wildlife Protection. No idea why. Didn't see wildlife. Possibly was the box. Nick's final entry. Auto-saved mid-respawn. The box loved us, but we feared it. Is that not the root of all tragedy? Also, it might have been a teleporting mimic. Fuji said, shoot it. Kate said, scan it. I said, name it, Herbert. I was wrong. I died the way I lived, elegantly, inconveniently, and halfway through a metaphor. P.S. I think the box imprinted on me. I hear it in my dreams. It wants me to be its mother. Or co-pilot. Unclear. It used emojis. System log. Ship integrity. 13%. Hull partially fused with abandoned mining station. Mission payout. Contact unresponsive. Mysterious box status. Now classified as an independent entity with its own freelancer license. Kate, currently appealing 3 separate insurance rejections. Fuji, added exorcist to crew bio. Nick, banned from vending machines and mission briefings. Final remarks. Nick, we didn't succeed, but we experienced. Kate, next time we deliver nothing. Fuji, next time we deliver Nick in a box. Mission teaser. Operation Mirror Syntax. A mission so cursed it doesn't exist in the mission log, only in whispers, and in the server's error reports. Mission source. Unknown. Received as a corrupted contract beacon pulsing out of orbit grid Delta Null, near a derelict station known only as the Syntax. Said to be uninhabited, said to be off-grid, said to have crew logs that predate the servers. Kate's reaction upon decrypting the file. This mission is a mess of broken markup, missing metadata, and horrifying payout logic. In short, perfectly normal. We're accepting it. Fuji's reaction. The last mission had a talking box. This one better not have talking walls. Nick's reaction. The name Syntax speaks to me. I feel like I've been there in a dream, or in a corrupted save file, or possibly I'm already there. Mission objective. Dock with the Syntax. Warning, the station's airlock opens outward and also possibly sideways. Retrieve a black box deep in the server stacks. Avoid contact with station echoes. Do not acknowledge any NPC who speaks in your own voice. Additional concerns. The crew logs on board. The Syntax seemed to include Kate, Fuji, and Nick, but with subtly wrong names. K8E, FUG, N1CCC. The logs describe missions they haven't taken. There's a vending machine logged in the crew manifest. The station has a functioning bar staffed entirely by what appear to be multiple Nicks. Bonus payout conditions. 50,000 AUEC if the crew escapes without creating paradox duplicates. 100,000 if Nick refrains from flirting with his own clone. Plus 500 if Kate doesn't threaten a computer terminal. Again, Fuji gets paid no matter what. The game fears him. Flavor text, which appeared on Fuji's Mobiglass in blood-coloured font despite the screen being off. You cannot debug what you've become. Every code path ends in Nick. Mission log. Operation. Mirror syntax. You cannot debug what you've become. Scene 1. Arrival at the derelict station. The bone marrow drops from quantum like a hungover poltergeist, creaking at the seams. Ahead floats the syntax, a tangle of rust, code, and poor architectural decisions. Its surface hums with dead lights. Its windows are mirrors. Inside the cockpit, Kate, clipping through her pilot seat slightly. Scanners show no life signs, also no gravity, no power, and no meaningful floor plan. Fuji, arms crossed, already disgusted. So, standard Star Citizen real estate. Nick, peering out the viewport. It's beautiful. It looks like an abandoned cathedral, or an open bracket with no closing. Kate, reminder. You once got stuck in an open elevator shaft for 40 minutes because you were vibing with the symbolism. They EVA to the station. Fuji goes first naturally. Nick follows upside down. Kate mutters violent things about oxygen ratios. Scene 2. Inside the syntax. The airlock opens sideways, because of course it does. They step into flickering hallways lined with frozen holograms, all glitched in place. Each one bears a familiar silhouette. Nick, squinting. Is that me? Fuji, gun already drawn. That's 10 of you. Kate, number 1 of them's using the med pen properly. That's not you. They move deeper. Every console they pass hisses static. Every console plays logs. They're logs. Missions they didn't take. Deaths they didn't die. Scene 3. The Echo encounter. In the central chamber, a Nick, but wrong. Too symmetrical, too polite, too functional. He is clean-shaven and stands like a loading screen that always works. Echo Nick. Welcome, brave explorers. I've logged your arrival. I'm here to assist. Would you like a haiku or a tactical briefing? Real Nick, panicking. Fuji, kill it. Echo Nick, smiling. I've already anticipated your needs. I've created a spreadsheet. Kate, horrified. Okay, shoot it, now. Fuji fires. Echo Nick flickers, then splits into 2 more Echo Nicks, both holding labelled binders. Fuji, this is a hydra of uselessness. Nick, I think I'm in love. Scene 4. The black box. They reach the server room. The black box sits in a throne of frozen code. It pulses with low Gregorian humming. It looks a bit like a lunchbox, possibly evil. Kate, nobody touch it. Nick, already touching it. It's warm. The room begins to glitch. Their reflections peel off the mirrored walls and step forward. Fuji, drawing blade. I'm not dying to myself. I'm not even listening to myself. Kate, to her own reflection. Oh good, you're here. Which one of us gets to monologue first? Nick, hugging his doppelganger. I've always wanted to be my own supporting cast. Fight. The crew versus themselves. The server collapses into chaos. Gravity turns sideways. The black box levitates and sings in Latin. Nick is dual-wielding Nick. Fuji throws one of the Echo Nicks into a quantum fuel tank. Kate uploads a firewall through pure rage. One of the Nicks recites a limerick mid-death. It is beautiful. Scene 5. Escape. The bone marrow lifts off just as the syntax collapses into a shimmering cascade of errors and theological questions. The crew is bruised, poorer, and slightly more emotionally entangled with themselves than before. Mission status. Black box. Extracted reward. Denied. Payment voided due to quantum inconsistencies. Ship status. Levitating but sideways. Fuji. Silent, furious. Kate. Filing a report so scathing it requires atmospheric shielding. Nick. Attempting to friend request himself.